and but I was very anxious for it at the time when it came out. So I'm going into this one with an open mind of, hey, it's a sequel. It's been a long time. Maybe this one's going to knock it out the park. So I think the trailer looks pretty interesting. I like the visuals of these films, so I'm going to give it a benefit of the doubt. So Sin City, A Dame to Kill For, at number 25. Number 24 is Blended. Blended is the new comedy film starring Adam Sandler and Drew Barrymore. After a bad blind date, a man and a woman find themselves stuck together at a resort for families where their attraction grows as their respective kids benefit from the burgeoning relationship. Um, so I wish this was higher up because I'm a big Adam Sandler fan, but he's been kind of hit and miss lately. What I will give him is Adam and Drew Barrymore have great chemistry together. I love The Wedding Singer. I love 50 First Dates. There's something about those two on screen together. And early word, now I know when the trailers came out, people were like, oh, it looks fucking stupid. Adam Sandler's doing his same old shit. But early word on this film is that it's actually really, really funny. So I'm hoping that he kind of hits it out the park with this one, and people are kind of not expecting much, but then are going to get kind of blown away. So I have hopes, but not super high hopes, and that's why it's number 24 on the list of most anticipated films, blended at 24. Number 23 is Maleficent. A vindictive fairy is driven to curse an infant princess only to realize the child may be the only one who can restore peace. Maleficent, of course, stars Angelina Jolie as Maleficent, Ellie Fanning, Charlotte Copley. This, of course, from Disney. Looks really, really good. Typically, movies like this from Disney are not really in my wheelhouse, but I think it looks good enough to make my list. Number 22 is Deliver Us from Evil. Deliver Us from Evil is a movie about a New York police officer, Ralph Sarchi, played by Eric Bana. He investigates a series of crimes. He joins forces with an unconventional priest, schooled in the rituals of exorcism to combat the possessions that are terrorizing their city. This is based on a true story. It looks super, super creepy. If you haven't seen the trailer, check it out. Deliver Us from Evil at 22. And number 21, it's a movie called The Signal. A group of college students are lured to the middle of the desert by a hacker. That doesn't really explain much, but I'll tell you what. I just saw this trailer for the very first time on Friday before Brick Mansions, and I was sold right then and there after watching this trailer. It looks really weird. It's like something happens and these kids get exposed to something and then they get quarantined, and then it looks like this one kid ends up getting some kind of powers off of it. There's something extraterrestrial. It looks really, really weird, but it looks really, really unique at the same time. So I don't know all that much about it, but I was so sold on the trailer that it made The Signal make the list, and The Signal comes in at number 21. At number 20, it's Into the Storm. Into the Storm is about a group of high school students that document the events and aftermath of a devastating tornado. If you've seen the teaser trailer for this, which is on our YouTube page, it's on all our channels. I was pretty sold on the teaser trailer. It looks creepy, mad tornadoes and winds and storms, and airports getting ripped up and airplanes flying all around, and it just looks crazy. And I'm a sucker for natural disaster type movies like this. So I think Into the Storm looks really, really cool. I don't know much about it, but if you've seen the teaser trailer, that was enough to suck me in. So, number 20, Into the Storm. Number 19 is Lucy. Lucy stars Scarlett Johansson, Morgan Freeman. It's directed by Luc Besson. A woman accidentally caught in a dark deal turns the tables on her captors and transforms into a merciless warrior evolved beyond human logic. Lucy looks really tight, starring Scarlett Johansson. It reminds a lot of people of that movie Limitless that came out with Bradley Cooper a couple years ago. where basically she has to take this drug and it unlocks like 100% of her brain, so she's faster, stronger, smarter, the whole nine. And it's pretty badass. And if you've seen any of the Marvel films with Scarlett Johansson, you know she can kick ass. So I'm looking forward to it. Lucy at 19. Number 18, we're keeping up with one named women. 18 is Tammy. Tammy stars Melissa McCarthy, Susan Sarandon, Dan Aykroyd. After losing her job and learning that her husband has been unfaithful, a woman hits the road with her profane, hard-drinking grandmother. I really, really like Melissa McCarthy, and I'm thinking this is going to be rated R, and as long as she does a rated R comedy, I'm sold, because The Heat was hilarious, Identity Thief was funny. She's just super, super funny. I watch Mike and Molly every week. I love Melissa McCarthy, and the teaser trailer for Tammy looked hilarious as well, so it really sold me in. And I mean, like I said, the teaser alone really, really sucked me in. So Tammy at number 18. Number 17 is The Purge Anarchy. Purge Anarchy stars Frank Grillo. A young couple works to survive on the streets after their car breaks down right after the annual purge commences. Now that's just a piece of it. You know, there's two trailers out. One is about this couple that breaks down and is trying to survive through the night. The other trailer focuses on Frank Grillo's character, looking kind of like the Punisher, and he's like out trying to like just stay alive, but also help people that are getting messed up from the purge. And this one looks really, really good. Now, I loved the concept of the first movie, but I didn't think the payoff was all that well. I did like the purge, but I didn't think it was all that great, just because the movie took place in a house the whole time. What I like about the Purge Anarchy is that it's out on the streets, and that's what I said would always really strive for the film series like this. So Purge Anarchy comes in number 17. Number 16, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, starring Megan Fox, Will Arnett, William Fitcher. Of course, from their home in the storm sewers of Manhattan, four ninjutsu trained turtles, Leonardo, Raphael, Michelangelo, and Donatello, and their sensei, Master Splinter, battle evil. So, what else can I say about Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles? It's the first time in a long time that we've actually had a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie. The teaser trailer just was released pretty recently, and it looked really good. So I'm on board, man. I think they're gonna really knock this one out the park. So Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles at number 16. Number 15, Jupiter Ascending. Jupiter Ascending is directed by the Wachowskis, who of course did The Matrix. This one stars Mila Kunis, Channing Tatum, Sean Bean. In the future, a young, destitute human woman gets targeted for assassination by the Queen of the Universe and begins her destiny to finish the Queen's reign. Not too much is known about this film, but it's the Wachowskis. They know sci-fi super well, and I love Mila Kunis. Channing Tatum's growing on me. I think the action looks really, really good, so I'm on board. Jupiter Ascending, number 15. Number 14, Hercules. Hercules, having endured his legendary 12 labors, Hercules, the Greek demigod, has his life as a sword for hire tested when the king of Thrace and his daughter seek his aid in defeating a tyrannical warlord. Movie directed by Brett Ratner. This, of course, stars Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, Ian McShane, Joseph Fiennes, John Hurt. There's only a teaser trailer out for this so far, but I'm a huge Rock fan. He's probably one of my best actors out right now. So I'm on board for anything that The Rock does. Hercules comes in at number 14. Number 13 is Sex Tape. Sex Tape stars Jason Segel and Cameron Diaz. A married couple wake up to discover that the sex tape that they made the evening before has gone missing, leading to a frantic search for its whereabouts. There's two trailers out for this right now. We have them up on our page. There's a red band trailer and the green band trailer. Both really, really funny. I love Jason Segel. I'll pretty much support anything he does as long as it's a comedy. And Cameron Diaz, when she's put in the right vehicle, can be super funny too. So I'm on board. It comes out in July. Sex Tape at number 13. Got a slew of comedies going here now. Number 12 is going to be A Million Ways to Die in the West. Directed by Seth MacFarlane, also starring Seth, with Charlize Theron, Liam Neeson, Amanda Seyfried, Neil Patrick Harris, Sarah Silverman, a lot of people in this film. As a cowardly farmer begins to fall for the mysterious new woman in town, he must put his newfound courage to the test when her husband, a notorious gunslinger, announces his arrival. This looks hilarious, especially if you've seen the Red Band trailer. I'm totally on board for this. Ted is hilarious. Family Guy is hilarious. I love anything Seth MacFarlane's got his hands on. So I'm on board. A Million Ways to Die in the West at number 12. Number 11, another movie that kind of came out of nowhere, but I was so floored by the trailer that it made number 11 on my list. It's Let's Be Cops. Let's Be Cops stars Jake Johnson and Damon Wayans Jr., both of who are on New Girl, and I love New Girl, so these guys already have great chemistry together. Two struggling pals dress as police officers for a costume party and become neighborhood sensations. When these newly minted heroes get tangled in a real life web of mobsters and dirty detectives, they must put their fake badges on the line. So, really funny trailer, the Red Band especially. We just put the Green Band trailer on our YouTube page a couple days ago. So if you haven't seen it, head on over and check out the trailers over on youtube.com/Am I on the Air. Let's Be Cops looks hilarious, and this is another one of those ones that just the trailer came out, and I was so floored by it, and I was like, where the hell did this movie come from? Because I had no idea this was even being made. But it's going to be great. So Let's Be Cops at number 11. Number 10, another comedy. It's Neighbors. Neighbors comes out next month. A couple with a newborn baby face unexpected difficulties after they're forced to live next to a fraternity house. Starring Seth Rogen, Rose Byrne, Zac Efron. This looks really, really funny. All the trailers have been just killing me lately. And, you know, I love anything Seth Rogen's attached to. And this just, every trailer that's come out, every TV spot, everything just looks so good. And I hear nothing but great things from the pre-screenings that have happened for Neighbors. So Neighbors sits number 10 on my list. Number 9, we're getting into the nitty gritty. Number 9 is Edge of Tomorrow. Edge of Tomorrow stars Tom Cruise and Emily Blunt. A soldier fighting in a war with aliens finds himself caught in a time loop of his last day in battle, though he becomes better skilled along the way. This one you don't know too much about. The trailers have done a great job of kind of teasing you. But I love when Tom Cruise does these kind of sci-fi type films. They're always fun. I love Emily Blunt. She's beautiful. Tom knows how to do these great action movies. I love sci-fi. This one just has me written all over it. So I'm looking very, very forward to Edge of Tomorrow. Number 9. Number 8, The Expendables 3. Yes, The Expendables 3 starring all the Expendables. I don't want to get into all of them, but basically the team comes face to face with a new villain played by Mel Gibson. So this one looks awesome. They've added Antonio Banderas and they've added Wesley Snipes. So a lot of new additions. Of course, you still got Schwarzenegger and Stallone and Statham and Jet Li and Dolph Lundgren and all those guys. Randy Couture. We've only seen 2 little teaser trailers so far for this, but I love the first 2 films. Part 2 is actually really, really good. I mean, I loved it 10 times more than the original film, so I'm just going to imagine what they're doing with Part 3. So, Expendables 3 at number 8. Number 7, I think we go back to our last comedy. Yep, our last comedy on the list comes in at number 7, and yep, it's 22 Jump Street. After making their way through high school, big changes are in store for Officers Smith and Jenko when they go deep undercover at a local college. Starring again Channing Tatum and Jonah Hill, along with Ice Cube and Dave Franco. 21 Jump Street is one of the most hilarious films in recent memory. 22 Jump Street, I hope, is no different. So, an easy number 7 spot for 22 Jump Street. Number 6 is Godzilla. Yes, Godzilla hitting theaters next month as well. And what can you say, man? If you've seen any of these trailers, Godzilla looks awesome. And world's most famous monster is pitted against violent creatures who, bolstered by humanity's scientific arrogance, threaten our very existence. Not too much is known about this. I'm hearing a lot of rumors that there's other creatures in this film. This stars Aaron Taylor Johnson, Elizabeth Olsen, Bryan Cranston, Ken Watanabe. Sorry. It looks great. Once again, all the teasers, all the TV spots, everything looks so good for Godzilla. And they're doing the great thing with the marketing where you only get like really quick quick glimpses of Godzilla, so you don't get too much. So it's really going to be awesome to see when you do get to see it in the theater and you see the full size monster come to life. Hope this washes out any idea of that other Godzilla movie that Roland Emmerich did back in the 90s. I want to stay far away from that one. This looks like a true Godzilla film. Godzilla at number 6. Number 5, here we go, baby, top 5. Dawn of the Planet of the Apes, starring Gary Oldman, Kerry Russell, Andy Serkis.